Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios.
Coming to you from the Fox Sports 1270 studio in downtown Palm Springs, this is the Coachella Valley Sports Report with your host, Coach B.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, and we are broadcasting from the InjuryFirmLaw.com studios. I got to get used to that. We just had them come on as a sponsor, so we appreciate them. This is Fox Sports 1270 AM, and we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. And also, if you get a chance, check us out on Fox 11. We're on Friday mornings. I'm excited. This is going to be our first show, so Coachella, don't get upset to me. Don't get upset with me if it seems a little funky. We're trying to figure out this TV format, so we're housekeeping, so we're changing some things in. But I've got one of the coaches in here. I want to say thank you to this gentleman because he was one of the first coaches that embraced us when we came to market. When we first came out here, he, I always have this joke. He can come over to the house, go right in the refrigerator, get the red Kool-Aid, go ahead and dig right on in. So that's how comfortable I am with Coach Sobczyk. Did I get it right that time, Coach?
Got it right. Yep, got it right.
Okay, I want to make sure that I get it right. So we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk a little basketball, Coach, first of all, congratulations on your season. I know it was a grind, another successful year with your program. Talk to me a little bit, of course, we're talking about Palm Desert boys basketball. Talk to me about the season. You were here earlier on. You were at Media Day, and then you were in studio. And tell me about the season. How did it go for you? What are your thoughts about it, Coach?
I thought the season went well. I thought we dealt with a lot of adversity. Losing Ja'Cory Jones over to Elsinore, who had a great season, him and Cam Nathan, and they went 29-1 and played in Division II. And was really happy to see all their success. He was league MVP last year. He shared it. Losing a player like that makes things tough. But we had 5 seniors to start the year, and one of them made his way over to Rancho Christian for reasons, and the 4 guys that were there, Paul Dreisbach, Will Wilson, Jordan Preciado, and Zane Jordan, thought they did a really good job. They picked up the load and became the seniors that they should be.
Right.
We finished 20-8. With all the adversity we went through, I couldn't be more proud of the group. Obviously, a first-round exit against a very talented Blair team was not how you want to go out. But not having Will Wilson in that game, he hyperextended his knee against Rancho Mirage, our last regular season game. He was our leading scorer. So for us to go in there and it's a 3-point game with 2 minutes left to go, like I said, against a very talented Blair team with what their point guard is going to be. He is a Division I prospect, and the other one, their shooting guard, their 6'4" kid, is going to be probably a Division II kid, potentially a low-level Division I kid. For us to go out there and battle shorthanded and have our chances to win was admirable, and I was very proud of him.
Yes, great season, like you said. Finished 20-8 overall, 7-3 in a very, very competitive Desert Elite League. The usual suspects are always there. You guys are always going to battle Palm Springs when you guys get in there. But what a season you all had. And just talk to me a little bit. You had some seniors. You had them in studio here. We talked about it with Media Day. What is it going to mean? It's hard. And one of the things, your coach, Palm Desert girls basketball, he corrected me because I said, Coach, you only have a couple of seniors. He said, first of all, it is hard to replace our seniors. So he corrected me. He coached me up, Coach.
Sure.
So talk to me about the impact of losing those seniors and what it's going to mean to you.
It's always tough to lose seniors, guys who've been there for a while and, have won a lot of games and done a lot of good things for us. But I think the benefit of having, 4 seniors is them teaching the younger guys, the way to do things and how to work correctly and how to watch film and how to lift correctly and just do all the little things to become good high school basketball players. And we have 4 freshmen that played with us this year. Micah Brown, who was second team All-League, is going to be a very special player in this area for a very long time. And, they just learned how to do things correctly through our seniors. And, by losing our seniors, I think a lot of people think we're going to be down next year. And, I think the opposite. I think that, our infrastructure is so strong and what we've built over there in the last 6 years is so strong that, it's a next man up mentality. And these young guys are going to step up and they're going to be ready to go. We're going to make sure of it.
Right. Absolutely. Like you said, Coach Emmer, the girls basketball coach. And, we talked to him. It's one thing, and when we had your Coach 40 in, the mantra is all in.
Sure.
What is it about the culture over there at Palm Desert? And you're an alumni.
Yeah. That the all in moniker got brought in by I believe Shane McComb, who's now over in Alabama coaching, and I just think that everybody has the mindset of, no matter what happens, the circumstances, things that go good or go bad, I think that you step in and you have an expectation to go out there and perform. And I think that not only the basketball program, but all 24 programs we have on our campus have that same mindset. So I think that's kind of why we've adapted the all-in moniker and kind of go forward with it.
Absolutely. And you're right. All programs, your football team's good. Your boys and girls basketball team's good. I know baseball's always good. I don't want everyone coming after me. I know everyone's good at Palm Desert. Let me just make sure I let that be known. But tell me a little bit, what are you thinking about next year? You said you have some freshmen. What are you thinking about next year? And also with the exposure that you're getting with your success, people always say people are now coming out here past the windmills to come out. You've got to be excited about the future, and then you guys are starting to get some looks out here.
Yeah, I think the desert's growing. I think, especially having you out here, I think it's getting more publicized, which is a really good thing. It's great for these kids, not only the Palm Desert kids, but the kids throughout the entire valley. I just think that, going forward, I think that it's just going to continue to expand, and like you said, Palm Springs and Rancho Mirage and Shadow Hills and La Quinta, and everybody's going to continue to get better because the valley's population is going to grow. So therefore, more people, in theory, more talent, right? So I just think that it's just going to get more and more talented as we go forward out here.
Right. It's interesting when you hear that. When you hear the people who've been here a while. They say there are only a few schools now. Now schools are expanding. The Shadow Hills is a fairly new school. But talk to me a little bit. We have a couple of minutes before we go to commercial. This new league, it's going to be 3 levels. I know we had chatted about it before.
Yep.
It's going to be 3 different levels. You're going to be in the upper division.
Right. So the top division is going to continue. So there's 14 teams in our area that are broken down into 3. It's a super conference, but there's 3 levels to it. So the top one is going to continue to be the DEL, and that's going to be us, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, Shadow Hills, and Banning. And then the middle division, and I might get this wrong, middle division is La Quinta, Xavier, Desert Hot Springs, 29 Palms, Indio.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
And then the bottom division is Coachella, Yucca Valley, Desert Mirage, and Cathedral City.
Okay.
And those divisions are based off of where you finished in CIF this year as a new thing that they're doing. Going forward, if you win the middle division, you move up to the top division, and the team from finishes last place in the top division goes down to the middle division, and so on and so forth. So
now we're doing the regulation.
Yep.
Like with football.
Sure. Exactly.
Yes, that's going to be exciting. And I know coaches also know who you're going to play. Are you guys traveling? Any big tournaments or any invites that you guys are going to next year?
So we're still in the process of getting our season schedule, solidified. We got 28 games that we have to fill. Obviously, 8 of them will be league games, so we've got 20 that we've got to be able to fill. As of right now, it's still kind of in the process. We should have that all sewed up by. I usually like to get it done by May.
Okay.
So I'm still in the process of it. I know Servite's coming out to us this year, and they're obviously in the Trinity League, and they're very talented. They got a couple of Division I guards, and we're gonna play them. And outside of that, I'm not quite sure what tournaments we're gonna play in quite yet. Now we got to schedule more games, so it might be an additional tournament to fill those spots, but. With a young group, we're going to try to challenge them early. So, not only for next year, but for the next 3 years, they're ready to go.
And that's got to be exciting for you, Coach, when you think about the growth and the expansion, and now you're adding more games and you're doing stuff. And and you're a humble man. And I remember last year we'll talk about the All-Star game that you graciously agreed to coach again. I remember going to your practice last year. I looked up. I was like, "Is that your name up there?" So you've got to love it. Do you tell these young players, "I've been there"? You played college basketball.
I did.
Yes. And you say, "Hey, I know how to get there."
Yeah, it's never one of the, I'm in a conversation with the kid in the middle of practice trying to explain something, and I don't do the whole point at the board thing. That's not really my MO. But they understand. They understand that I've been there, and I've had success as a player and a coach, and there's not too much argument when it comes to that. But it's, I think it's cool to have names on the board because it gives kids things to shoot for, whether it be league MVP or all CIF or, one of the leading scorers. It gives them an idea of if they do things well and they work hard, that they can potentially get their name up there. And once your name's up there, it usually stays up there for quite a while.
Absolutely. And, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Once again, we have Coach Sobczyk.
Yes, sir.
I got it. I worked on it. He coached me up and made sure I got it right. Yep. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Once again, this is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B. We're broadcasting from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios on Fox Sports 1270 AM. We're streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. And make sure you catch the simulcast on Fox 11 Palm Springs.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show, to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the Injury Firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com. The Real Estate Solution upholds an ongoing commitment to providing an elevated level of personal service. Their clients come first. And as a result, they are able to achieve more than they've ever dreamed with their real estate investments. Take it from me, Coach B. I am a personal client, and from the start, they exceeded all my wife and I expectations. Give them a call today at 888-768-3918. That's 888-768-3918. Ask for a free real estate report. You can get exclusive VIP reports to help you with your next purchase or sale and learn how to invest your time and money wisely in this market. Finding your dream home has never been easier with the Real Estate Solution. Call them today at 888-768-3918, 888-768-3918, or visit them on the web, therealestatesolution.net. DRE number 020886261. Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B. We are broadcasting live from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. I promise you I will get better at saying that, but I want to thank them. They just signed on as a sponsor here at Fox Sports Radio, so we absolutely appreciate them. And we are streaming on Fox Sports 1270 AM, and as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. And when you get a chance, catch the simulcast on Fox 11 Palm Springs, where also the show is also seen on YouTube. So if you can't see it live, always go and check out the YouTube link. Once again, we have Coach Sobczyk in studios with us. We're just going to have a casual conversation, Coach. We're just talking a little hoops, talking a little basketball. And, I wanted to talk to you a little bit. This got me excited. You said you have your NBA, because you're a hooper. You are a hooper. You have your NBA top 5, Coach. So go ahead and drop your top 5. Who you got in the top 5, Coach?
Are we going all time, or are we going
whatever you
today?
Want? Whatever you want. Whatever you want. See, me, I don't. It's kind of like music. I don't really listen to hip hop anymore because it's not my music. So I listen to sports talk radio all day now. So I'm an old timer. So my age starts with the 5 now. But whatever you want to go, Coach. It's all on you.
All right. Well, like we were talking about, my buddies and I have this conversation often, and we disagree about some things. We all agree that Mike's number 1.
Okay.
I think there's Mike. And then I think there's a sizable gap.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. Nobody's ever going to change my mind with that. But my top 5 all time, Mike's 1.
Okay.
Mike's 1. Not a lot of people will like it. I got Kobe at 2.
Okay.
Okay, I got Kobe at 2. I'm not going to put LeBron in there. We're gonna skip that. I got Larry.
Okay. Larry Legend.
I got Duncan.
Uh-huh.
And I've got Shaq.
Okay.
That's my 5.
Okay.
And that's a 5. That's a 5 to try to win games.
Right.
That's where I'm going with that. I think,
Right.
Obviously, you could put LeBron in there. You could put Kareem in there. You could put Magic in there. You could put Durant in there. But that's the 5 that me as a person and a basketball mind, that's my 5.
Now, Coach, tell me if you can tell that I'm born and raised in California or not. So I got number 4, I got Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sorry, number 5, I got Shaq.
Okay.
At number 4, I got Kareem. Mm-hmm. At number 3, I got Kobe.
Okay. Okay.
Number 2, I got Magic.
Yep.
And then I'll give it to that other guy.
Okay.
I'll give you Jordan.
Okay.
But Kobe, to me, Kobe's great. I love Kobe, but Magic is no one will ever be better than Magic to me.
No, I love Magic. It's a preference. That's all
Right.
it is. And you could argue he's the second best player of all time.
Right.
Right. I mean,
Right.
I think that's an argument to be had.
Right.
I didn't get to watch enough Magic to do it justice, if you will. I also didn't get to watch enough Bird, but
Right.
I have watched enough highlights to know that those guys could play in today's NBA. Obviously, they can play in the '60s. They can play in any era
Right.
and be successful.
Right.
And I just like what Bird does, or did, I should say. But yeah, Mike's number 1 by a bunch.
And it's funny what you say about Larry Bird. Larry Bird is one of the guys, and I would put him he was probably 6 for me.
Okay.
And the reason I say that about Larry is the way and same thing with Kobe. Postmortem with Kobe, it was the way the players talked about him. And when everyone has this debate, it's the players who stand up for Kobe.
Yeah.
And say Kobe is better than Bron.
Yeah.
And when you think about that All-Star game, when Kobe made it a one-on-one game,
And Bron passed the ball.
you can see it exactly. And Kobe got it. And if you look at the Redeem team on Netflix, LeBron said it. We needed that one piece.
Yep.
And they went and got Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yep.
So that's it. And you have an interesting story. Summer camp. You like we talked about this last segment. You were a hooper, and I'll tell you, when we were growing up, they used to do the Magic Johnson camp. There's 2 reasons I didn't go. One, I was trash. So let's just be honest. So I figured talking on radio would be better for me.
Sure.
So that was it. And then 2, we were broke. So, but I always wanted to go to the Magic camp because they used to do the Magic camp. But you had a chance to go to Jordan's camp?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to see Jordan or?
Yeah, I got to meet him, which was meeting as in every camper got to he signed something for you, and then you got to take a picture with him, which was like, as a 14-year-old, there's nothing better. It's still one of the best moments of my life. And I'll tell you shake his hand, and the guy's hand is like went halfway up my forearm.
Right.
The guy is just a different breed of a person, and really gracious, really nice. Like I said, we spoke for 15 seconds, but it was one of the best 15 seconds of my life. But he just there's something about him when you just feel him walk into the room, right? We're all out there, going through our drills and stuff, and he doesn't even say anything and walks from the corner of the gym, and everybody kind of just stops. There's just something, there's an aura about him. There just really is, and it was really cool to just, that was the only time I've ever been able to see him in person, and just it lived up to absolutely everything.
I would imagine it, but the great thing about it, and you said all the way up until the time he was drafted, you talked to the real Melo. Like kids nowadays think it's Melo from Chino Hills. The real Melo, is Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
What was that? As a 14-year-old, that had to be a treat.
Yeah. So they split you up into age groups, and I was 14 at the time, and Carmelo Anthony ended up being my coach. And so, you spent basically 4 days with them. You're with them all the time. And this was pre-Denver, pre-New York, pre-Hall of Fame Melo. This was when he was going into his freshman year at Syracuse. And, he and I just became really close for those 4 days and built a relationship, and just one of the nicest, salt-of-the-earth people that could ever come across. And that is why I've been a Nuggets fan now for 22 years, and it's 100% based upon wherever Melo went. Like I told you previously, he could have went to the Hawks, he could have went to the Nets, he could have went anywhere, and he ended up getting drafted by the Nuggets, and that's kind of where my fandom came from. And yeah, he's just a really good person. Really good person.
I know they didn't have the camera phones back then, but Coach, you got to have a picture of that. We got to get a picture.
Oh, I can get that too.
Yes, we got to get the picture with you and Melo out there playing, and that had to be an absolute treat for you. His son is legit over at Syracuse as well.
Kyan?
Yes.
Yeah, they just fired their coach, actually. So I think that they might get somebody new in there, and I think his role will expand a bit. And yeah, he's got a chance to be an NBA player.
Yes, and that's the one thing. It's difficult to replace a legend when you have a legend that goes and does not. And we had to, it's one thing I love is I'm an alumni of the Grand Canyon. So we hung out for a second in Vegas because I love going to the tournament and seeing my team. First time I'd ever went to UNLV, and I told you when I was there, they don't have a good representation of the running Rebels.
No, they don't, and they should. I don't know why they don't.
Right. Tark the Shark started at RCC, but you would think that they would have more about them. But only one team got into the tournament this year.
Yeah.
That hurt my heart.
I was surprised.
Yes.
But, I mean, well, they beat Villanova yesterday, so they're moving on, and you got to root for them.
Yes.
Right? You got to root for them, and you wish it was GCU. I wish it was GCU, but
I do too.
I think with what they're doing over there at GCU, I think they'll be back in the tournament, in the coming years.
And you're a California kid. Who's your team? Are you looking at the Bruins? Who are you rolling with Coach?
I going to University of Redlands. That's my allegiance. Obviously, that's a Division III school, but I've never been like I don't dislike USC. I respect USC. I like UCLA. I root for all the California schools. I was rooting for Cal Baptist yesterday and Dominic Daniels, and that's a guy that needs to be talked about quite a bit more. He is very, very similar to Isaiah Thomas, Celtics Isaiah Thomas. I think Dominic Daniels should definitely get a chance in the league. That guy is special. I saw him when he played JUCO at San Bernardino Valley when they came to COD, and he's been special since day one. So I think it's been really cool to watch him get the national publicity that he deserves because he's been an awesome player for a really long time.
Yes, and that's the one thing about you, Coach. You eat, live, and breathe basketball. And I don't know if I've ever asked you this before. Was there a day or a moment that you said, this is it for me? I love this game. I'm going to play this game.
Growing up, it was football and basketball. I played both growing up, and I was better as a football player. And I really liked football, and I played running back, played receiver, played corner, played safety. I thought that was going to be what I was going to do, and it really changed, and it kind of became basketball-centric in my 8th grade year when I wanted to start focusing on one sport, which I don't necessarily regret. I do wish I would have played football in high school. I kind of think back and wonder what could have happened, but I have no regrets as far as basketball goes. It's been my life since I've been a young kid, but really, really got focused into it going into my 8th grade year.
Good stuff. And we're going to take a commercial break. And one thing that I want to say, too, when we were at the Mountain West tournament, our spouses, my wife, Brandy, got a chance to meet your wife. Your wife's name again?
Lindsay.
There you go. Mm-hmm. I'm a married man, so got a name drop.
Absolutely.
Got to let them know. Get happy
smart.
Wife, happy life.
Yes.
Great family. It was such a good time. We have to make that an annual thing.
Every year.
Yeah, my wife and I, we've gone for like maybe the last 5 years. We go every year. But next year, my Grand Canyon Lopes will be back next year. We're going to take this quick commercial break. We have Coach Sobczyk in studio with us. This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I'm your host, Coach B, and we are broadcasting from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we're streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app and catch the simulcast on Fox Sports 11 Palm Springs. Or Fox 11 Palm Springs. Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show, to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the injury firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
Don't forget to tune into the Coachella Valley Sports Report Saturdays, 11 a.m. on Fox Sports 1270 a.m. from the injuryfirmlaw.com studios. Hey, Coachella Valley. Thank you for joining us right here on Fox 11 Palm Springs. I want to say thank you to the staff over at Fox 11 for embracing us and allowing us to expand our show from radio, Fox Sports Radio, to Fox Television. I'll tell you, the love that we've received here in the Coachella Valley, my heart is full. I really appreciate that. When you think of all the parents, all the student athletes that have embraced us, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was recently in Las Vegas, and we talked a little bit about it during the show with Coach Sobczyk. We found out his wife and my wife work for the same organization. So we just so happened, we traveled separately, but we just so happened to be in Las Vegas at the same time. So we met up at the Mountain West basketball tournament. And I was chatting with him on how excited I was about coming to Fox 11 television. And I said, I need a really good guest for my first show. And Coach said, hey, what about me? And I said, yeah, let's get you in, Coach, and let's just have a casual conversation, what you just experienced. And I was so excited and grateful to him for the second annual Coachella Valley Basketball Classic. He will be coaching the game, so we're excited about that. He won last year. He wanted to defend his title, so I love that. And the Coachella Valley Basketball Classic will be coming up Sunday, April 12th, 2026 at Indio High School. It's going to be Coach Matt of DCA versus Coach Sobczyk of Palm Desert, Coach Shantae of Coachella Valley versus Coach Thomas of La Quinta. We're excited about that. I cannot wait for that to happen. We're going to do the draft coming up soon. So we'll have the rosters out shortly. And then in June, we're going to be doing the Coachella Valley Baseball Classic. So we're going to do another one of those. So we're excited about those. And if you don't get a chance to catch us live, always you can hear the radio show on the iHeartRadio app, and you can see us on YouTube. Just search the Coachella Valley Sports Report on both. And now my time is up. Time for me to get out of here. This is Coach B on Fox Sports 1270 a.m.
Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
An accident can change your life in an instant. One moment you're driving to work, the next you're dealing with pain, stress, and bills that just keep piling up. That's why you need the Injury Firm, the official law firm of Fox Sports 1270 AM and the Coach B Show, to step in and protect your rights. If you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, the Injury Firm should be your first call. Car accidents, slip, trip, and falls, dog bites, and much more. They will guide you through every step and work with you to get the compensation you deserve. They don't just talk results. They have recovered millions for their clients. So don't go it alone. Get a team that's on your side from day one. Call the Injury Firm today at 949-575-8875 or visit them on the web at injuryfirmlaw.com.